innovation is very important, and we are moving in a world where we have to be conscious about the carbon footprint that we leave. I think technologies that can help reduce make the construction faster, better, less less carbon footprint oriented. I think that's very good, and I can see some of that effort in maintenance. Congratulations, and wishes to all your partners who are supplying very interesting products. And definitely ask my team to explore and see, use some of them.
So you definitely love that, sir.
And one more question, like to all the young architects who are trying new technologies and new style of architecture. So you have worked with architecture, Korea and Bangladesh. So what would be your message to us?
Yes, that you have
Message. Listen, I have only one message, that please be original, be yourself. There are great leaders to be inspired by, but everyone has to write their own story and their own song. So read, get inspiration, look at the works of everyone else, but finally work something from your own heart, and that is really when you will be able to bring innovation, quality, and also utilize contemporary ideas in your product. Like any profession, this is a profession that involves creativity, aesthetics, and engineering. So there's science involved and there's art involved in architecture. So it is, some part of it is easy to define, which is the science part of it. Some part of it is obviously very subjective. Much in the eyes of the beholder, somebody may like the color, not like the color, somebody may like a shape, not like a shape. I don't think there's any one good answer for this. Everyone has to find their own answer. And let's hope that other people who use your products enjoy it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. And it's been.
Hi, hello, namaste.
नमस्ते।
फर्स्ट आप बताइए बिजनेस के बारे में, ये जो बिजनेस है इसके बारे में कुछ बताइए पहले।
ज़रूर। हम लोगों का ये आइडिया जो है वी ब्रिज मतलब वी ब्रिज द गैप, वहाँ से आया था। तो हम लोग का मेन इंटेंशन यही था कि हम लोग चाहते थे कि ये जो गैप है आर्किटेक्ट्स, डिज़ाइनर्स एंड कॉमन पीपल का, इसको ब्रिज करने के लिए हमारा आइडिया था। सो वी नेवर थॉट ऑफ अ फुल फ्लेजेड बिजनेस इनिशियली। हम लोग पहले मलेशिया में काम किए हुए, दोनों ही काम किए हुए। सो हम लोगों का पहले आइडिया यही था कि वी विल जस्ट ट्राई टू ब्रिज द गैप इन बिटवीन द सोसाइटी एंड आर्किटेक्चर एंड डिज़ाइन। इवेंचुअली हम लोग धीरे धीरे काम करना स्टार्ट किए विद स्मॉल प्रोजेक्ट्स, और करना जब चालू किए तुरंत हम लोगों का कोविड हिट किया। सो कोविड हिट करते ही क्या हुआ कि हम लोग थोड़ा ऑब्वियसली कंफ्यूज्ड हो गए। एज अ स्टार्टअप भी इट्स अ वेरी बिग पुश फॉर अस इन अ नेगेटिव वे, बट थैंकफुली आज जो आप स्पॉन्सर्स देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर, हमारे इवेंट पार्टनर्स देख रहे हैं, उनमें से कई लोग हमारे साथ पूरे टाइम थे, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दैट फेज टिल दिस फेज। एंड हम लोग सिर्फ उन लोगों के लिए नहीं, उन लोगों के अलावा उन लोगों के हाथ पकड़ के हम लोगों ने कोविड के टाइम पे बहुत कोविड हॉस्पिटल्स बनाए हैं, जो कि आप देख सकते हैं हमारे एग्जीबिशंस पे भी लगे हुए हैं। एंड दोज हैव बीन इमरजेंसी सर्विसेज। हम लोगों ने वो सारी चीज़ें विदाउट फीस वेव करके किया था। दैट वाज आवर ट्रिब्यूट एज एन आर्किटेक्ट। सो यस, हम लोगों का
इंडिया में बात करोगे टोटल कितनी ब्रांचेज हैं?
हम लोगों का फ़िलहाल इंडिया में अभी कोलकाता में है फर्स्ट ब्रांच। यस, आर हेडक्वार्टर इज़ इन कोलकाता। हम लोगों का मुंबई में एक ऑफिस का अभी जस्ट हम लोग देख के आए हैं। सो ऑफिशियल इनॉग्रेशन एक महीने के अंदर आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं। सो कोलकाता एंड मुंबई विद इन इंडिया फॉर नाउ। एंड मलेशिया में हम लोगों का आज हमारे जो यूरोप के अभी प्रेसिडेंट है, यूरोप, आई एम टॉकिंग नॉट यूरोप, यूरोप, EAROPH, पाम के भी उन्होंने डिग्निटरी पोस्ट रखे हुए, थीरी सर। He has offered us to have a branch in Malaysia as well. So maybe if things go well by this year or next year, आप definitely Malaysia में हम काम करेंगे, and दुबई में भी planning है. So yeah, internationally these two places.
Sir, youth যারা যুবক আছে তাদের জন্য কি ফিউচার আছে?
দেখুন, সবার আগে যেটা বলবো সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা যখন ইউথ হিসেবে শুরু করেছিলাম, আমরা প্রচুর যেটা কমন হয় যে একটা নেগেটিভিটি টুয়ার্ডস বিজনেস, মানে আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ানসদের ক্ষেত্রে একটা ডেটা দিতে চাই, আমাদের সমস্ত স্টার্ট আপ যারা চালাচ্ছে তাদের মনে হয় যে টিল 2030 অর অনওয়ার্ডস এটা আমাদের সময়। সেই কারণে ভয় না পেয়ে যদি তোমার আইডিয়া বা তোমার অ্যাপ্রোচ নিয়ে তুমি অনেস্ট থাকো, আর যদি তুমি ক্রিয়েটিভ থাকো, যদি তোমার মনে হয় যে এটা দিয়ে আমি করতে পারবো, তাহলে আমার মনে হয় যে আমরা কিছুও করতে পারি। মানে ইন্ডিয়াতে থেকে নট অনলি মানিটা সব কিছু নয়, একটা ভ্যালুয়েশন, একটা মানি কোম্পানির জন্য একটা ভালো ভ্যালু রাখে, কিন্তু ভ্যালুজ অ্যান্ড এথিক্স অফ এ কোম্পানি এটা খুব ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট। এটা রাখলে আমরা অনেক দূর এগিয়ে যেতে পারি।
আর্কিটেক্ট মানে একটা অবসর জিনিসকে সুন্দর একটা পরিণত করে।
রাইট।
তো সেই জায়গা থেকে আপনাদের প্রজেক্ট কি শুধুমাত্র সিটির উপরে হয় নাকি গ্রাম বেস?
না, যেটা আপনাকে আগেও আমরা বললাম যে কর্পোরেটদের কাজ যেরকম আমরা করি, আমরা কমিউনিটিকে কখনো ভুলবো না, কারণ আমাদের উত্থান বলতে পারেন, ভিব্রিজের উত্থান কমিউনিটি প্রজেক্ট দিয়েই। আমরা যোগগ্রামে একটা গ্রামকে নতুন করে গড়ে তুলি, অনেক নিউজ কভার করেছিল, মিডিয়া তখন কভার করেছিল। তো আমরা সেই দিকে আবার সুযোগ পেলেই, আমরা কর্পোরেট কাজের মাঝে একটু সুযোগ পেলেই আমরা ঢুকে পড়ি কমিউনিটি কাজের মাঝে।
এই যে অ্যাট্রাকটিভ নাম ভিব্রিজ, নামটার মানে মাহাত্ম্যটা কি?
সো যেরকম আমরা বললাম এক্ষুনি, ভি ব্রিজ কথাটাই এসছে হচ্ছে ভি ব্রিজ দ্য গ্যাপ, এইখান থেকে। মানে ব্রিজ দ্য গ্যাপ কিসের না, কমিউনিটি, ডিজাইন জিনিসটা বা আর্কিটেকচার জিনিসটা কি, এইটা অনেক সময় মানুষ বুঝতে পারে না। সেইটাকে ব্রিজ করার জন্য আমাদের মূল আইডিয়াটা ছিল, এবং পরবর্তীকালে আমরা যখন বিজনেস করতে স্টার্ট করি অফিসিয়ালি, আমরা ইনফ্যাক্ট বাইচুং ভুটিয়া স্যারের সাথেও কাজ করেছি। আমরা বিভিন্ন ক্লায়েন্ট যারা কিনা আমাদের প্রথম দিকে বহু ক্লায়েন্ট এরকম ছিলেন যারা আমাদের পাশে সবসময় দাঁড়িয়েছেন এবং আজকেও আছে, এবং আমরা এখন একটা ভ্যালুয়েশন রিচ করেছি অ্যাজ আ ডিজাইন কনসালটেন্সি ফার্ম। এইটা অনেক সময় মনে হয় যে শুধু প্রোডাক্টে বিজনেস করলে হয়তো ভ্যালুয়েশন হাই হয়, বাট টু বি ভেরি অনেস্ট, আমরা শুধুমাত্র কনসালটেন্সি করে অ্যান্ড অ্যাজ আ বুটস্ট্র্যাপ স্টার্ট আপ, যেটা কিনা আমরা হাইলাইট করতে চাই। আজকের দিনে ইনভেস্টার স্টার্ট আপ, ইউনিকর্নস প্রচুর আমরা দেখছি এবং ডেফিনেটলি অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েটও করি সেটাকে, বাট বুটস্ট্র্যাপ স্টার্ট আপেরও একটা অন্যরকম মজা আছে, একটা অন্যরকম খেলা আছে। আমার মনে হয় সেই খেলাটাই আমরা এখন চেষ্টা করছি যতটা আমরা খেলতে পারি, এবং ডেফিনেটলি আমরা যে ভ্যালুয়েশনটা রিচ করেছি আমরা আজকে ডিক্লেয়ার করব। সো হোপফুলি দ্যাট উইল বি উৎসাহ ফর আ লট অফ পিপল।
আপনাদের কোথায় কোথায় প্রজেক্ট হয়েছে বা কোথায় কোথায় প্রজেক্ট হবে?
আমাদের প্রজেক্ট কলকাতা, ঝাড়খণ্ড, আপনি মহারাষ্ট্র এবং আউটসাইড ইন্ডিয়া যদি দেখেন, দেন উই হ্যাভ আ প্রজেক্ট ইন ভুটান দ্যাট ইজ গোয়িং টু স্টার্ট ভেরি সুন।
স্যার আপনার নাম?
আর্কিটেক্ট অয়ন রয়, আমি হচ্ছে কো-ফাউন্ডার অ্যান্ড ডিরেক্টর অফ ভিব্রিজ।
আমার নাম আর্কিটেক্ট সৌম্যদীপ দাস, আমিও কো-ফাউন্ডার অ্যান্ড ডাইরেক্টর অফ ভিব্রিজ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
We will start with the diya lighting to celebrate the auspicious conference meet. With the diya lighting up ceremony that symbolizes and signifies purity, goodness, good luck and power and prosperity, I'm going to call on stage the festival and the Amira space. A huge round of applause for these four gentlemen on stage, everyone. Can we ask the respected members to come and please light up the diya? To start the event with lots more prosperity, power and goodness, requesting the four gentlemen to light up the diya. Please a huge round of applause everyone, come on. Everyone, yes.
A very good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you to everyone for coming here and gracing this entire event. So we started naming this as "Let Us Design Future." So why we named this as a presentation topic? Let us design future. Let us see. So already here, going to the introduction of who we are, how we are working. So this is a very small group, totally budding from Kolkata right now. But yes, we are trying. VBridge name came from the point is we bridge the gap. So we are trying to bridge the gap in between whom? In between the common people and architecture and design. So that was our main motto when we started architecture and a firm named VBridge. So that was the initial idea. And thankfully, due to everyone's support, we could work in 17 states and 3 union territories right now. And obviously, we have our partners also here who have helped us grow this much. And yes, we are as a young group trying our best.
So, what we are trying right now is trying to focus on future and technology. So, instead of brick, we tried with drywall technology, which is very faster in construction, and also the rate is quite the same. So, in next 10 years, this is going to be the future. So, we are working on it, and in terms of presentation, we are working with virtual reality so that the client's experience gets enhanced, and also we never forgot our root. So we are still working with community. We worked in Jogram, we developed a village. We worked in Art Street, which we will show. And presently, from every Saturdays, we will be organizing a free design workshop.
Yeah. So just moving quickly. So co-founders and partners, yes, I'll not go into the details. Yeah, that's me, architect Poyon Roy, and my partner, Mr. Shomudip Das. So we both are from the college at Shipur. Just moving quickly to how VBridge has been till now and what we are thinking in future. So VBridge till 2022, it's been a new technology in design. It's been international accolades. We'll show you some projects which we are working internationally, recognized national level projects and community social responsibility. So people may think that CSR means maybe only corporate social responsibility. But we termed it as community social responsibility for a reason. So we would show that. First, new technology in design and front runners. So as you can see, right after the entrance, we have a lot of dry wall constructions that are shown over there. Now in India, dry wall, this concept is not yet fully utilized, I would say. It has been used in certain places, but not fully utilized. So we'll show you a building which, if anybody can guess whether it's any brick has been used in this or not. And with this, our partners are also here who have executed the project from Nesting team. So this entire project that you see on the screen has been done totally without using any bricks. So that is what technology is going to be. And yes, this is not outside India. This is not outside any place which is out of reach. This is at the heart of Jamshedpur. So this is an educational building of the Manipal Group, which has been totally done without using bricks. We'll show you another example.
So a brief was given to us, like how you innovate using drywall construction. So first, as you saw in the library, it was a building where we tried to play with paint, and we were thinking of something new. So what could be done using dry walls? Because we all have seen a lot of experiments in brick walls. So what we have introduced is, we have introduced GFRC panel, and after a lot of research work, we found it can be fixed over the boards. So in the daytime, the building looks beautiful due to sunlight and other factors. But what about night? So as we were guided in our college, we worked on illumination so that in a plant where Jamshedpur started his journey, we created this thing. This is the visualization and this is the reality. So basically this is the working stage.
And yeah, both these projects are in the reach. Everybody can see this. So next, moving on to certain international accolades that we have tried to work on. So the first project which we are going to show, that is the first time we are declaring about this project because we have received the credentials of the project to do the honors.
So generally people below 30 never designed an airport. So that was a big challenge for us. We were offered by the government of Bhutan. So as you can see, Bhutan is different in terms of architecture. So the problem in present days is everybody is using glass and steel. So all the cities will look similar after some time. But yes, what we tried is trying to keep the external as Bhutan is as possible. It should look local because all the buildings in Bhutan are absolutely the same. And yes, we can play with some materials, but the point is when you come to the interiors, all the passengers coming from international trips, they can have a contemporary look and feel of it. So let me tell you, this is the most dangerous airport in the world. 8 to 10 people can fly to this airport. So it was a very good journey for us. But yes, hopefully we will see reality very soon.
Yeah. So this is the first time that we are putting out this project. Last year we were the youngest to be selected in the London Design Biennale. So that is the letter from Elisa Dramati from London Design Biennale, and very few architects youth architects actually were selected in this. And yes, we could represent our country in London last year. This project is a very close to heart project. Both the projects, they got recognition in the World Architecture Community. So World Architecture Community is something that recognizes projects which are best of what they feel in their category. So one is the street art project, which has been thankfully appreciated by a lot of people in the different parts. And this is the Chowgram project, which we have been working upon for the last 3 years almost now, from the college days. Moving to the next part, yes, in the public sector projects also we have been working in a lot of projects. So the first one, thankfully, Devashish sir is already here, so I will just show the view which we have redeveloped. So yeah, this is the iconic gate that is hopefully we are in total progress, and we are very soon going to see this in Sector 5. Sir is already here and told about that. So yeah, this is a very close to heart project for all of us, and entering IT city. The brief was to create something iconic when somebody is entering an IT city. The person should be able to relate and understand. So yeah, everything that you see is within a data cube. The lights that we have used are all 0 and 1, that is binary digits. And here we have used integrated circuit pattern. So that was the idea which sir also appreciated, and yes, this is finally taking shape. So this again, this is the project. Yeah, this sir was talking about. So yeah, this is again, as sir told just few minutes back, that it was definitely yes idea our part, but to visualize that in that entire stretch, thank you sir for giving us that opportunity, because it was, I remember we had done it on a very small part, but yes, that entire visualization was totally from sir. So yeah, moving on to the next part. Why we were calling it a community social responsibility. So in community social responsibility, we are talking about the community more. Thank you. So we are talking more about the community. So when we talk about the community, so how we have been a part of the community social responsibility. So we'll just move. These hospitals, last year we have worked with one of the teams who was sitting over here, Nestle. And all these hospitals are COVID hospitals. So we all know about COVID, how COVID was last year. Till now it has certain effects. But what we have tried to do is, in emergency situations, these hospitals have helped thousands of people. So that was our role as an architect during the COVID period. So this is a very close project to us, because if you see the statistics, 67% of Indians are still living in village. So why we are so much addicted to smart cities? Why not smart villages? So after winning the IGBC National Award in 2016, we took all the prize money and went to the village. And we started developing the school. So if you can see this is a change school which we made, not only the fascia, but also in the interiors of the room. We gave one message, what we want to be in future. Anything which will cheer up those students. And believe me, we all work hand in hand, and change you can see. The playground has become a community gathering space right now. All the people comes in the evening, in the morning, they have a very nice space which is making, which is changing geography. So yes, we have seen a ripple effect after this particular project that we have done in terms of the community. And again in street art, as we have already told about this project, during COVID, we have done this entire artwork Rather, we could call it a more of a scientific work that we had done, because we had placed these circles and triangles in such a manner such that people are bound to be distinct from each other. So that was a very simple idea which people could relate to, and it had been done over 1500 feet that we had completed, and definitely we can tell that we had a very good review from the people living over there.
Right. Even this was showcased in UCL Berlin as a master's thesis project, and they said how India is replying to the COVID, specifically the architects, that is commendable. Even when we won one London design Vienna also for another project, but this was something which was appreciated everywhere. Even we are doing the phase 2 right now. We will showcase it later.
So yeah, we'll just move through these because these are certain community designs and works that we have done. We'll not take too much of time into this. And yes, our role is not only into design but to make the community aware about certain topics. We have also been speakers at NASA India for the last 3 to 4 years. And yes, of course, we are trying to develop a very strong team using or utilizing the youth that we have here. And of course, experience, sir is also here. So we are trying to take the mentorship from them and develop this team. So why let us design the future? We have tried to cut it very short and try to explain why we are talking about let us design the future. So very simple points that we would like to conclude with. We are trying to do a lot of international projects that are outside India as well. And we want to have those projects done from India. Why? Because in most cases we find that maybe somebody is hiring somebody from outside India. But as architects, we have been working here in India and we can definitely do projects outside India. We have shown an example from here itself. So that is one target that we are looking at. Then we have national projects that we are already doing. So we wish to work more for the nation and more for the country. That is one of our major targets.
We want to promote green and sustainable architecture, not only by saying, but also by implementing those ideas into architecture. So, all of the projects we have seen, starting from the library, the first question we asked, how many trees we can save to the client. Starting from these 2 very small steps in our office. So, through this process, we are trying to incorporate green and sustainable architecture to the nation.
And obviously utilizing the best resources from Indian and global youth ecosystem. That is, Nikita is also here, Injala is also there. So I would love them to speak more about it because this is a very, very relevant topic that we would love to hear from them. And of course, as we told, serve the community through our service. So yeah, that would be one of our main motto. As we bridge, as we told that bridging the gap, that idea itself was not only bridging the gap in architecture, but architecture and beyond. So we want to bridge this gap, make people understand what architecture is and what design is and how design can change the world. Because if you see this lighting system, very simple example, if this would have been bluish in color instead of yellow, maybe there would have been a totally different feel within this hall. Maybe if the color of the floor would have been, say, dark black or brown instead of this golden yellow, maybe the feel would be different. These small changes in the interior as well as exterior, everything is architecture. So yes, I would just request, it would be a humble request from the VIVACE team